Hey guys, before we get into this video, finishing up this project, some of you have already seen the video, I guess would be part one of this project, and there's some comments that I want to address that are a bit ridiculous to me. I got a couple comments on there that said that the customer is never going to use me again, and I'm going to go broke because I'm bashing the customer, and that's just ridiculous. That's not how it is at all. And if you go back and you look, it was like 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the video, I said he actually did a pretty good job considering this was actually not his career. He's a pilot. And it's just funny to me because people are saying, oh, that he's never going to use you again. I filmed that a while ago, and he's already asked us to come back for stuff because he cares about the work we did for him, not what, was said about the previous job being a mess. Which, those were his words. When he contacted us, he kept calling it a mess. And if you knew this guy, he's awesome. And we joke around with him. And, I'm not going to put him on camera. But, the back and forth, the camaraderie is, he's a grown adult. He can take someone saying, "Yeah, dude, you made a mess." I have to tell you why I got the job, why the job is the way it is, what is wrong, and how we're gonna fix it. That's what I'm here for, the facts. Fact of it is, there was some mismanagement of some materials. And there was also some money wasted on a stump grinder. Whenever the stump is still sticking out of the ground, that is a complete waste of money on a stump grinder, okay? And that's just the facts. I'm just going to tell you the facts of the job and what we're doing. And the people that are saying, you're bashing on the customer, well, I mean, you don't know my relationship with the customer, okay? My customer's a grown adult, okay? He's not a big baby. As far as not being a repeat customer, I mean, he's already asked us to come back. He was telling us that he owns more land and he's talking about cutting down some more and doing some stuff. So that whole idea is just bogus, okay? So anyways, him and his wife both expressed how happy they are with the project, how it turned out, everything, and that's all that really matters, is the quality of the work that we did for them, whether they're happy with it or not what someone thinks about my relationship with my customers, or what I can and can't say about the job that I'm performing. Anyways, here's part two. Alright, I just went, got lunch, got fuel, put some fuel in the machine. I kind of goofed a little, to be honest with you. I wanted to put the stumps down in there first and then cover them up with the dirt. So now I'm gonna take the stumps, bring them all over there, pull some of the dirt up, and then put the stumps in there and then pack the dirt in them. The dirt down in the hole. I just kind of forgot my own plan. Sometimes, that happens. Well, what happened was I was digging out the two stumps over here, and then my mom called me. She lives alone now since my dad passed away. She couldn't get her riding tractor started, so sent my son over there to deal with the riding tractor. And I was on the phone talking with her for a bit, and I forgot the plan. Kind of nervous though about digging into this hill to get these two stumps out, because the driveway is right above it. So there we go. All right. You know the old saying, nothing good happens after lunch. And nothing new after 2. Meaning we don't start a new job after 2 o'clock. Uh-oh. Look at a mouse. Don't come back down here, dude. Nope, don't. Oh, you son of a... Come on. don't want to kill you. Come on. Get out of here. No. Shit. I have gloves. Alright. I gotta go deal with this crate. I relocated the mouse to the wood line. No! He's back! Dude, go! 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 Get out of here! Get out of here! Get! No! Get out of here! Run! 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 Go to the woods! Go! Sorry, I don't want to scare you, but get out of here! Beat it! Get out of here! There you go! There you go! Stop burrowing holes in the dirt! Go to the woods! Shake, 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 shake. Okay, look it. There he goes. He's hauling ass now. Good. I put him over there, and he started running back. Aggravating. I don't like to kill stuff needlessly. So, okay. What I probably should do is strip all this too. That way when we're ready, okay, so when we're ready, like I was saying, and I paused, we can just take this fill over here and then stack it in there, but I'm probably going to work on that stump first. I hate when the bucket bangs like that, but sometimes it happens. You go to a little too far, you know. Up and run it back off. Where was I? Oh, over here. Pay attention, Steve. Get this out of our way for now. I'll move it in a second. Oh. What was that? Let's find it. Another one. See, this is why I do not like stump grinding. He bought that fill to put in here to take out the curse of the driveway. I told him, I'm not sure how you came up with the calculations. And I'm not sure if it'll work. You might have to get some more if it doesn't work, but I will do my best. So. Another large oak. Go. Put that in the pile of undesirables. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. The tree has been filled in around. That's why when people tell me all the time, oh, you can't bury trees, they die. It's a load of bullshit. I dig up trees that are buried 5-6 feet up the trunk all the time. And they're very healthy. If you were to look at the top of this tree, there's no rot hole. I don't know if you can see it, but look at no rot hole. Nothing. Healthy tree. It's just in a bad spot for today's events. She's doing some squeaking. We're gonna have to go deep in on this one. A lot of times when I get a tree like this, I'll get dug down really deep in front of it and pull it down in towards the hole. Wishful thinking. I don't want to get too far into the embankment because of that driveway. I gotta do a pin and bushing up top. Roll out. I can see it wants to roll out. All right. Come on. let's get fully extended a little. That's a picture. Look at that. That's a big one. It's actually 3 stumps in one. Shake. I think it's 3. It looks like 2, but I do think that the one on this side is actually 2 small ones. I want to get it so it won't roll on us, so let's track over here. That way if it goes downhill, at least it won't hit us. No, it's 2 big ones. What it is this one, they just cut it. This one grew into 2 right about there. You know, it split off from the looks of it. No, actually, I think it is 2. They just cut it funky. Alright. We'll deal with that after, but let's get some dirt back in here. You know what I want to do? I want to take some of this good dirt and pack it where that driveway is. So when you buy this dirt, it's got gravel, sand, clay, and silt mixed with it. They call it Q-Pack. So let's put some Q-Pack in here. Push it right up under there, because we only have a foot till the driveway. And I don't want to lose the driveway, so put some one more bucket, and then we'll put the other fill on top of it after I pack it. There we go. Q-Pack. That'll give me a little bit of time to fish through here and clean up this dirt and put this dirt back up in there. I don't like to leave it near the driveway too long, because with the sun beating down on it, you'll end up with the dirt drying out, and then it will start the sand. It's very sandy where we are. Come on. Roll over. There we go. Go that way. Get out of my way. Once the sand dries out, it tends to cave in, and if you're caving in next to a driveway like that, you know, the embankment will fall and you'll lose the driveway. So at least with that Q-Pack pushed in there, gives me a little bit of time to clean up this dirt. All these roots, root mat, throw them over there. I'll get rid of all these roots, get this dirt packed in. Go from there.
I moved a lot of the fill. I was raking through here with the fingers, and I found a couple stumps, like smaller stumps, and I yanked them out and made a pile over there. Let me shut this door now that you guys are here. That way you can hear me better. And I was working my way through the fill, I was trying to separate the undergrowth underneath, but I think I'm just gonna have to mix it. Since it's not structural fill, it's not going in a building or anything, we can just cut the organics with it. And because I can't really do, I mean, I did the best I could separating it, but I mean, I don't think it looks too bad, but it's turning the fill a little dirty. But even still, compared to most parts of the country, this little dirty fill, by the time I roll around, it turns a little gray. Like I said, compared to most parts of the country, that's still pretty good fill. But trying to get this one out. Whoever built this house and driveway, they just kind of like came in here and like bulldozed in this driveway and buried all these stumps, because look how low that stump is compared to the driveway in the ground. They kind of just pushed off, which is common practice. It's just whatever. I thought I had all the stumps buried, so I'm gonna have to go over there again, dig out more of the dirt. But I think I'm gonna get this one out of the ground and call it quits for today. Come on. Yeah. Because it's like 4 o'clock. Also, I just got word that the Air Force Base down the street, they were doing a controlled burn. They do it every year. And they burn the leaves and undergrowth, and we're not too far from there. And I just got word that it has actually gotten out of control, and that I'm starting to smell it big time. I guess they're saying that people can see the plume of smoke from Rhode Island. This was what the news is saying, which I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but I can smell it whenever I turn. Well, I guess that's it over there. That gray, because the air base is right over there. So I kind of want to get out of here because I can't stand the smell of. I can't stand the smell of burning leaves. It makes me sick. I don't want to put that in there, do I? No, get that out of there. So. Pull some of this dirt back down in there. I almost want to build a ramp here for the triaxle, because we got to get a whole bunch of topsoil dumped in here. Alright, I'm still driving my 2002. It was my dad's. I do have plans. I want to fully restore it and then just drive it on Sundays, stick it in my shop in the corner. Anyways, we had severe thunderstorms last night. It just stopped raining this morning. I'm a little late because I figured I'd give it some time. But this is where I left off last night, this big fill pile. I'm going to keep moving this fill this morning, put it over there, and then fish underneath it, because that's kind of like where we left off, was me just moving this pile and fishing underneath it. And then I gotta do something about that wood. Maybe I'll do something about that Monday. It is Friday. I don't think I'm gonna work this weekend. I worked last 2 weekends in a row. I worked Saturday and Sunday, so, and I kind of got a little caught up on work. So yeah. Pretty scary though. I was talking to a friend of mine about work, and he was saying that he had no work, like zero work, and then out of nowhere the phone just rang. So I don't know. And then a couple other friends of mine are talking about not building their companies any bigger, keeping it small. Alright, I'm gonna get this fill. Gotta get it over here. I did grease the machine, push out some of the water. Even though I greased it yesterday morning, I just gave it like 2 pumps, and you can see the water come out. I like to grease right after a heavy rain, because you can see the water just get pushed out of everywhere. Especially if you drive a truck in the rain. You grease a truck after you've driven it in the rain, you can just see the grease, just the water. The grease just pushes it out. Alright, I found another stump. I was just calling up about some parts, but just to show you, 10:47, we're listening to Voodoo Child, Jimi Hendrix. But it's like a different Voodoo Child. It's almost like a blues. I wish YouTube wouldn't copyright strike, because I'd like to listen to tunes while I work. And it'd be cool if I could let you guys listen to what I'm listening to, but I can't. Anyways, moving on now. Another stump. This whole embankment's loaded with stumps. They just dump the fill right on top of the stumps. Not something I like to do ever. Especially if you were gonna build on this. I mean, if you were gonna build on this, all this organics. It's all junk now. However, not gonna build on it. So we don't have to get too fussy. Another reason why I want to get stumps out of this area 100% is I might have to back my truck in here. These wood chips, when they are thick like this, and you put topsoil on top of them, you just end up with these soft spots. They take a while to break down.
Why do you do that?
Why do I do what?
You record so much instead of just recording what you want.
In case I don't want to miss anything.
You're fishing through that then. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
It's Monday, and I took a load of logs out of here. The camera died. It poured out this morning. We're a little late this morning because I kind of wanted to just give it some time for the sun to come out. I mean, it was like torrential downpours, and it's probably what, like 9:30?
No.
No?
Not even.
Not even?
It's 8.
It's 8?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was just raining earlier.
Yeah. So I took a load of logs out here in the dump truck and on the tag trailer, and this is what's left of that pile. He's gonna keep this because he can manage to cut this. What I gotta do is I'm going to take this pile and just shove it in the woods. I probably won't film that, mostly because Bryson says that I film too much footage and it takes too long to edit, and that's why we don't get a lot of videos out, is because it takes forever.
No, because you just leave the camera on. When I film, it's like a quarter is long to edit.
Yeah, because he doesn't film much.
Well, no, I don't just turn the camera on and leave it, you know?
Yeah, but if something happens, how are you gonna know that something happened? You're
No,
gonna
you miss it.
You miss it.
Yeah.
You're okay with that?
Dude, not really, but it is what it is, you know?
Not really, but it is what it is, you know? Alright, let me get working. Check back in a minute when he tells me it's okay for me to turn the camera on. Stump. I got Bryson tightening up the tracks. He's measuring and taking out the slack. There's too much slack in the tracks. It's only supposed to be like, according to the manual, it's only supposed to be like 1.5 inches. I don't know what that plastic bag is, but gotta get rid of that. So I'm gonna take this wood, just push it back a little bit more, instead of the Homeowner. Most of this would have went through the chipper. But for a Homeowner, this isn't bad wood, you know what I mean? He can burn this in his fireplace, it's small. Alright, I gotta try and shape this, and the guy doesn't know how he wants it shaped, so what I'm gonna do is try to carry this embankment around, follow the contour of the driveway, and then back this way. And then that way I can get more flat ground for the kids to play, rather than just have it like the whole thing pitch, you know. It starts pitching in here. But a lot of this dirt needs to go down towards there to take this down, and then he wants it like a path through there. So I'm thinking of making like a lawnmower, like, I don't know, or like a truck width, car width, from that pine tree right there over, and then have it gradual go up so he can mow it. I don't know. Once I move like the bulk of it, I'll probably switch machines. Not that Bryson's not good at running the machine, it's just I can't stand watching someone else, and then, you know, you get to a point where this machine's kind of like useless, kinda. That orange dirt there, that's where it started going uphill. Believe it or not, this well, believe it, because it's it's happening. This 315, it's so much easier to move dirt with this than the skid steer, because I mean it's the same size cubic yard bucket pretty much. And to spin and throw it is easier than to scoop it back up and track over with that. So what's the plan here? There is no plan. I want to shape this hill around, follow the contour of the driveway, and come this way. So, and then down here I want it all flat.
That's not really mowable.
Dude, what? What'd you say?
Is that mowable?
Mobile? Oh, mowable. I thought you said mobile. I was like, yeah, if you put it in a truck. I don't know. I mean, can't make it flat. I mean, the hill's gotta be a hill. You know? I thought he said mobile. Is that mobile? Yeah, put it in the bucket and move it. There's a hole right here. You can mow that. Just gotta watch that pine tree behind me. Just me and my son trying to make a hill mowable. So, alright.
Alrighty guys, so this is how the hill here is turning out. Pretty good. He's working on the embankment. Over on the end here, I had to bring a bunch of dirt down here because it kind of just like stopped. The hill, I mean, it kind of just like ended. And it was real steep right there, all mulch. So we had to bring dirt down to this end, so he's grading that out now. And yeah, this is how it's looking now. We talked with the homeowner about, you know, the slope here, because we know that he wants to definitely be able to mow it or do something with it. But you know, we told him how if he brought it out more to make it even more of a gradual slope, easier to mow, you just lose more flat ground at the bottom, and the flat ground at the bottom is what, you know, he's excited to have. Yeah, he asked us to kill that bush, so he's doing that on purpose. Must not be a fan. But yeah, he's gonna have a pretty nice big area down here. This was all woods, so it's gonna be a nice addition to the yard that he's got here. You know, you get a better idea of it from up here than down there. It's a nice addition, and then it connects seamlessly right into the backyard where he's got a lot more space over there. Bucket for him. There you go.
Alright, so the homeowner asked us to fill in a hole over there, like a little dip. So he ordered 2 loads of fill. They just dropped them off. We were at lunch, so unfortunately I missed them dumping it. But I'm trying to peel it off the hill for Bryson because he's trying to scoop it going uphill. So 2 loads, he got about 40 yards, 20-yard loads. It was actually, according to them, it was 44 yards, 22 yards, but I think they go by the ton, so. They said that their tonnage works out to be 44 yards for 2 loads. You want to swap? Alright. You don't want to do that no more.
I don't know what your vision is over there.
You don't want to know what my vision is?
No, you said you like had me spot dump it in those like 3 spots. I don't know.
Yeah, because you know where you were filling it in, you were doing a good job, but then when you back out of there, it goes up a little bit. I spot dump because I need to now blend that existing grade in with that grade.
I thought it was fine. I don't know what you were looking at. I don't know.
I was looking at
dirt.
I'll pull it off the hill.
Camera's on. Alright. Oh, hold on. Chubb's calling me. One second. Hey, Chubb. All right, that was Chubb, my brother. He's calling me because we're going to look at a driveway job after work. So now we're just gonna keep getting the rest of this dirt off the embankment, I guess. I think we got a little bit more than we needed for that back corner where it's all going over there. I think we have a bit more than we needed, but at the same time, I think that that's a good thing because, hey, you can see he's dumping it right there. That's exactly what I was gonna say. It kind of is like a bowl a little bit over there. So dumping something there to flatten out the bottom of the yard is ideal, actually. It'll make it look better too. And you know, if you, I don't know, if they wanted to have like a little fire pit or some chairs down there, you know, you're not going to be on an angle, which also is ideal. All right, so the pile that was there when I was sitting right there has got bucketed to the other side of the yard and spread out over there. Now he's just touching up the side of the hill where the triaxle was dumping. I don't even know if it was a triaxle, maybe it was a 10-wheeler, I didn't look, but the delivery truck dumped there. Oh, there's me. I just moved the cat over here so we can touch that up.
Alright, first load of topsoil. Forgot to turn the camera on, but I gotta go get more. We're trying to find diesel in this area.
Yeah, the only place is at the rotary. Literally would rather blow my head off.
Rotaries, nobody likes them. Yeah, it started raining out, so it was pouring pretty good like a couple minutes ago, so this ought to be good. Gonna wreck my rims. I'll have to wash them later. Alright, I put the cat up there. He's coming up the hill and he's like trying to scoop it and he's doing a good job, but I was a little uneven and it's hard for him to see. I can see him like struggling to see over the bucket because he's sitting down there trying to scoop there. You can't see it. Once he tips the cutting edge down, you can't see the edge when you're going uphill. So rather than mess around with that, and I don't want to spill, I'm outpacing him anyways because he's got to go all the way down and around there. So and I got a heavy foot, so I'm outpacing him. I might have to slow down a little, but I don't want to spill on the road because with the rain it's like washing it down there. Luckily that thing is sunk in and it's not working correctly, and the back side of it is running off the road, so the water's not actually even going into that thing. There's like a break in the berm right behind the drain. So, but I would like to get back a little bit more, and I don't want him to have to come up here. If he can just scoop down there and then just like that, and then turn around, he can see what he's doing. That's so much faster because he was coming up here and he was trying to pull it back, and then he's trying to make it level, and it's just too much. If he could just scoop it and go, then it's better. sling this over to him real quick and then get out of here. Problem is, he's gonna be complaining because stuff's gonna be muddy. Nothing I can do about it. Oh well. I was just thinking about it, but whatever. I'm gonna leave this 315 up here anyways because it's gotta go. We're all done with it, other than this. It's funny because I told him yesterday I might do this. I might sling it down real quick and then take off because I need to make room for me to dump, and I don't want him digging into this embankment. You know, like trying to scoop uphill off of a hill. Just, it's doable. He's doing it. He's doing a good job, but it's just, you know, stuff's in my way anyways. So. You hungry? Huh? You want food? Okay. Shut her down. I'll meet you over there. You can drive back. No! You drive. The place is right over here. You drive the pickup over, I'll drive the triaxle, and when we leave, we both go our separate ways. What were you saying? Doing what?
I said doing the hill is a pain, so it looks like crap.
Yeah, we'll fix it with the power rake.
I didn't even touch it really.
I mean, it's coming out good. We're gonna hit it with.
It's just not the hill.
Yeah, I mean, we'll hit it with the power rake. It's just kind of, it's tough because there's all these angles.
Yeah.
It's a straight.
The bucket doesn't like to go with the angle.
That's okay. I'll just. The power rake does a really good job at like evening out all the seams. All right. We still got quite a ways to go though. Wow. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of grass. He says he likes to mow. Well, you're in luck. He was telling me about the owner of the house. He grew up in upstate New York on a farm, and his family used to make him mow the fields, so
last load of loams here. As you can see, there's not a whole bunch left to spread, but there is some spots way over there that could use some touch-up, so that's what we're going to use the excess for, because it's still real thick right here. We're going to have to shave this down. But this is good because, like I said, I need to spot dump a few spots over there where it's a little thin, because this load is more than enough to do this area.
Alright, Bryson got all that spread before I start power raking it. He's never used the power rake before, so I told him I would take care of it. But we want to get this out of here for now because this is in the way. I got to clean up this area and it's just time to go. Alright, it's loaded. Roads swept off. is I'm trying to keep it tilted up on an angle so the back of the bucket doesn't drag the dirt down. I'm just trying to rake the top off. The problem I'm having is it keeps dragging it down the hill. I gotta switch buckets and put it back up every time. So we're gonna try to just lightly get the fingers over the top of it. I don't want to go backwards because I don't want to drag it into the driveway or the road and make a mess and have to scrape it back up off of the driveway and the road. So it seems to be working okay.
All right, I don't know if you can see, but that's it. We're done. Stumps out, fill filled in, and graded so he can mow it with a push mower. So that's the best I could do with the fill that was here. He didn't want to get more fill because we want to keep as much flat area as possible. I told him in order to do this more incline, you would have to add more down there. It looks like it on camera that it's a bowl there, but it's not. It's pitched toward that line right there, and then there's a ditch that runs over there, catches there, and goes all the way out in the woods. I've actually walked out there, checked out where that ditch goes. It just goes down off, but it started over there. So this all runs down, goes kind of flat, but still pitched out to there, and then comes up here, and then it has to meet up with this grade right here. So that kind of goes down too. And then this obviously comes around here, and then it has to turn and get, you know, steeper to meet up with the top of the driveway. And then it has to roll around the corner and then come back down. So, and I wanted to give him a flat area if he gets a ride mower to drive in between there. So that's it. I think I achieved everything I told the man I was gonna do. His wife was just here, and she was taking the baby for a walk in the stroller, and she says it looks great. They're tickled pink. So they're gonna do a patio and a stone wall. They got a mason friend coming to do that, and then I think him and his brother are gonna put the irrigation in, and then I'm gonna come back and hydroseed it, but I won't film that. All right, chained up, power rake strapped down. It's got a little oil leak up top. I think I'm gonna have to change that hose right there. It's dripping down here. That ain't good because all that fluid comes from the machine. So you run your attachments with leaks, you're just draining your machine. So anyways, 4 points on there. Strap over the wood, strap over the implement thing, whatever. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna fire this thing up. I'm gonna go get something to drink down at the corner store, and then I'm gonna go home. It's hot out. Catch you guys on the next one. Sorry this was a long one, but hey, you know they all can't be short.